This video is an advanced look at Syndeia's new integration to Vitech Genesys. One important aspect of the digital thread is to be able to access all the system data distributed over many models and repositories through a single interface, a single pane of glass. In its upcoming 3.5 release, Syndeia can access any repository with an available RESTful API, including Genesys. In the Syndeia Cloud Web Dashboard, we can create and store collections of queries specific to that repository. Here are some for Genesys. We will exercise some of these queries in a Jupyter Notebook, an open-source interactive programming environment. The initial cells allow us to load libraries to analyze and display the results, and to log into the Syndeia Cloud API, through which we will pass queries to the Genesys API or any of the other federated tools. I enter my Syndeia password in the first step and create an access token the notebook will use for the rest of the session. The next section sends a query to the Syndeia Cloud database itself to list all the different RESTful repositories that we have already set up Syndeia for. The result is 14, with a list showing name and Syndeia ID. The third, Repo 213, is our Genesys repository. The next query asks for the collections already set up for Genesys. A collection is a set of requests organized by category. We have collections for Genesys projects, components, and requirements. Before it can send these requests, the notebook must authenticate into the Genesys repository with my username and password, which I again enter real time. The following requests will pass through the Syndeia Cloud API and then through the Genesys API. The results will return on the same path in reverse. The first queries concern Genesys projects. We start by asking for all saved requests in the project collection. The result shows us the names, descriptions, and IDs of the requests. We call one of those saved requests by name, Get All Projects, to generate a list of all the projects in the Genesys repository, whether or not they are part of the Syndeia digital thread. We will narrow our next queries to the Drone Design Master project. The next set of queries starts by listing all the saved requests related to Genesys components. We use the Get All Components by Project query to generate a flat list of all the components in Drone Design Master, 40 in all. Note that none of this information is stored in Syndeia. Syndeia simply extracts it from Genesys to analyze and display as needed. But this list tells us nothing about relations between components. The next query adds the composition relationship. What components are directly below the drone design component in the bill of materials? There are 15 components in this category. Again, we use the extensive open-source display libraries available for Jupyter Notebooks to format the table to our needs. The final notebook cells make similar queries for Genesys requirements, first asking for saved requests related to requirements, then exercising the request for a full list. But we could easily add more cells, including calls to other repositories such as Jira or Windchill, all using the same Syndeia Cloud REST API portal. Using the generic RESTful API interface to access Genesys is the first step in integrating this tool into the Syndeia environment. A more conventional browser tree view in the Syndeia client and cloud dashboards is under development. Contact Intercax to learn more.